Welcome to Talladega for our 10th mock race, and yeah, 10th mock race, that's about it.
Driver! Start your
Engines fired up, here we go, and today is the 5th channel anniversary. Yes, 5th. So let's do a race. And of course, what better track to do it to Talladega? Talladega Daytona. I should do a series on that. Just these two tracks, nothing else, because they're the best. And of course, some old school NASCAR Busch Grand National Series, and JJ reversals corrected me on a couple things. Alright, this is a someone. But that's Clint Boyer, not Kevin Harvick. I believe the 21 should be Kevin Harvick. I made a mistake on that. But yeah, I got Martin Truex Jr. So I fixed all the names, I hope. Some of them I had full names. I didn't have it like this. But yeah, Talladega, another super speedway race. It never gets boring here. Never. Never. Can never get boring. Can have like 10 races in a row at Talladega. Never gets boring. So Ford and a Chevy, Ford and a Dodge, Chevy and a Chevy. That makes up the first 3 rows. So I got one. So we got one of each in the top 5. 2006 Talladega version 3 repaved. A very familiar sight to a lot of people. But here they go. To get a little bit spread out so they can get a good start. Probably the best Talladega ever made for this game. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. All it is lacking safer barriers. But either way, it's a very good Talladega. Well made. Probably beats the 70s and 80s. Oh right, we're supposed to go 90s racing. Yeah, we'll do it next time. Mock race 11, remind me on that. Alright, here we go. Carl Edwards, J.J. Yaley starting up front, leading the field to the line as we get set for the green. Let's see how they race. Let's see how they play out right the first few laps. And here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway here at Talladega. A couple of cars went to the outside, back down to the line. Here they come. Some of them already making moves 3 wide right off the start for some drivers. No time to waste. I want to get up to the front. Lots of room. Plenty of runs. Watch out for the DEI cars. You know they're going to be up there. Martin Truex Jr. in the 8. One in 2005. He starts at the back. Not a problem for him. Slow start, but that's expected. As Kenny Wallace in the 22 has taken the lead away already. He slides up the racetrack trying to pick up Carl Edwards, his Ford, not Ford teammate, and whoa, that's someone wrecked for a second, on the outside line, as Edward has 29 behind him, and leading the first lap will be J.J. Yaley by a couple of thousandths of a second. 4 thousandths of a second that was. Edwards and Jeff Burton up to the top. Nothing much they can do, just running by themselves. Well, they do have help now, as a couple of drivers move up to the top. The 18 trying to cover the bottom. He's a little bit out of line here. He's going to block all the lanes. Too early to be aggressive. He's got a big lead. He's going to run it wide. Really wide. By Vickers in the 57. He's going to get a big run here. Now, this was coming down to the checkered flag. Would Vickers be able to make the move? He slides to the top. He's trying to follow the leader here. No. No, I don't think so. Look at him. 4 wide already. 4 wide's okay at Talladega. It's a wide racetrack. You can go 4 wide as long as you want. Just don't make a mistake. I know it's easier said than done, but better than Daytona. Back to 3 wide racing. Very calm 3 wide racing though. Not a lot of aggressive moves. Some drivers peaking in the 32. Is that the 32? He's leaving the bottom line, but he goes to the middle. That's Dave Blaney. He won a race at Charlotte in the Busch Series, beating Matt Kenton. That was an awesome race. If only they still do that, but they don't. Here comes the 33, Ron Hornaday, up to 4th. Possibly getting 3rd. The 38 of Jason Leffler and the 38 car up into 2nd as he pushes Yale. Look at the lead they get. They're out there only 2 by 2. Oh, I shouldn't say 2 by 2, but look at them. Now they're getting a bit more aggressive. They're going 4 wide once again. I thought they were going to go 5 wide. Trying to get that middle line going. Here they come. 42 of Casey Mears giving Ron Hornaday a push. 25 of Ashton Lewis Jr. I believe it's Ashton Lewis. And a 25 Marines car. I thought it was a McDonald's car for a second, but no, that's a 35 car. That's the McDonald's car. Yaley's still up front. Jason Keller, I think, in the 1 car. Up in 2nd, he's in a Dodge. Jeff Byrne in the 29 to the bottom. Yaley in the 18 still leading the race as he cuts down to the bottom, hugging that yellow line, holding the lead. But Burton's got to run. Here he comes. Might get ourselves a lead change once again. Yaley's been up front for a while now, but here we go. Burton able to clear. Got that ISCR, RCR engine. He slides up. Finally catches Yaley. Here comes Carl Edwards in the 60. He goes down into the middle. And here comes his... No, that's not his teammate. For a second I thought it was. But they didn't sponsor the Roush cars till 2007, I think. Was it 2007? But Kenny Wallace has retaken the lead. He was able to take the lead on the first lap, but did not lead the first lap. Here comes the 66 as well. Got a couple of Fords closing in. Scott Wimmer. I recognize the name, but I just can't pronounce it. A lot more aggressive. Take a look at the back of the pack. Who's back there? Matt Kenson in the 17, possibly having a problem with his race car. Mark Martin in the 6, his teammate. Casey Kane, Derek Cope, Greg Biffle, the 0, Paul Menard, Kyle Busch, Jay Sauter, Clint Boyer, Truex Jr. A lot of the big names running at the back. Let's see a very good angle right here. And here they go, 4 wide once again. They're leading just a bit. So Yaley has finally lost the lead as Kenny Wallace in the 22 up front. So the Fords are currently 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a Dodge. No Chevrolets in the top 5 right now, as they're getting a little bit spread out. And I think the caution came out. Yep, got ourselves a wreck. I had a feeling. I like some of the cars just disappeared. Like, how the hell did it just shrink so fast? But the caution flag is up for the first time. Let's take a look at the aftermath. It doesn't look good. Brian Vickers, Matt Kenson, Kyle Busch, Johnny Sauter, the 0. I think Ron Hornaday, JJ Yaley in the 18, and Denny Hamlin. A lot of big names involved in this one. Cope, Leffler as well, and Jay Sauter in the 01 car as well involved. So the caution is out for the first time. It looks like Keller in the 1 car also has some damage on the left side. So the yellow flag is out. Kenny Wallace in the 22 is your race leader. We'll take a look at the replay. Well, most of us knew it's coming. Big one's always coming. We all expect it. But coming off turn 4, you usually don't see it. Look at that. 2 of the Gibbs cars flying into the air. None of them flip though, but take a look. Kyle Busch in the 5 car. There he goes. He goes airborne as he does a couple rolls himself. You don't see that often. Big Rex down in the tri-oval. He's got a car flipping. Look at that. And you can see Matt Kenseth in the 17 who tried to avoid Brian Vickers. Unable to. Was just a couple inches off. Kyle Busch going for a wild ride into the grass. Take a look at that again. Let's have the camera focus on him. TV2 cam. Pretty much the spectator cam. Almost. He got on the Ron Hornaday. Cuts back down. Got rammed by the 0. And then the 49. And there he goes. Looks like it's just going to be a basic flip. But he goes over the 0. And I think that's what, when the car just climbed over the 0, that thing was going to go for a ride for sure. That thing was really high in the air. And of course, when the car just digs right into the grass, there's Kenseth again. Look at that. Back into the grass. Wild ride. And another thing, you don't really see it today. how high these cars can go. They used to. Rusty Wallace did it a couple times himself back in the 80s. So it is definitely possible, but you just don't see it too often. But there's your first caution, and a tough break for J.J. Yeley. He's doing a very good job hanging on to the lead, and now he's out of the race. No way, even if he stays on the racetrack, there's no way he's able to get back out there and be with top speed. But there's your first caution of the day. We'll take you back to the restart. I just noticed that 0 is still in the Monte Carlo. Alright, we'll take you back. Lights are out as we get set for the green. 35 cars still out on the racetrack. So majority of those drivers from that big wreck are out of the race. Kyle Busch, I was about to say Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, okay, there we go. Brian Vickers, Johnny Sauter, Ron Hornaday, and J.J. Yeley. So the 0, 49, 01 are the only ones that have stayed out on the racetrack who are involved. The 01 as well. 38, Leffler. He wasn't part of the wreck. But he's back there, probably an unscheduled pit stop. Was he part of the wreck? Not sure. But here we go. Kenny Wallace going out of line, trying to make it wide already as the green flag is back out in the air as he comes back in the line. See the gap he's already gotten by just doing whatever. In a single file, classic NASCAR restart. We're gonna get a big run on him. That's the beauty of Talladega. You usually don't see these type of names up front, but they all have a chance to win. Here they come. Mainly single file down the backstretch to go to 10. John Andretti has a run. Here goes a 59, Compton. And here goes Andretti to the inside. Two Dodgers hooked up. They're trying to push to the back, try to chase down these Fords. Andretti able to get the lead as he goes up high, sees Wallace with the run. He goes up high, blocks Wallace, but Compton's gonna take it. Might take the lead here. Let's see. Will he lead the lap? I don't think so. 10 at the line, 0.03 of a second. Here they come. Compton cuts off the 50, stops him from getting his nose stuck in there. Don't want to be hung out to dry. Wallace in the 22, down to 4th at the line, but probably 8th or 9th, lower. Look at this. Here they go. There goes Waltrip in the 99. He's going to go for it. 2 cars to the middle, following the 50. There goes Wallace. He'll take the middle, make that 4 cars. Michael Waltrip has some success on these restrictor plate tracks. No surprise that he's up front. Jeff Byrne in the 29 back to the lead, or trying to get the lead. Here they go. Yeah, they take long. They're so spread out for about 2 laps, and here they go, 4 wide once again. I don't think they're done wrecking. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we don't catch any lap cars or slow cars like Daytona. Just completely ruined the shit. Well, at least it's not near the end. They should be able to catch Casey. Oh, trouble! We got trouble. 50 cars around. Oh, Truex Jr. got involved. Hang on to it. Caution. Caution. So that will save Casey Kane from going a lap down, and that will save the pack to deal. Won't have to deal with him. But the yellow flag is out. Probably going to be down to just 2 laps. As Jeff Burton in the 29 is up front. Here goes Wallace on the 22. That didn't take long for him either. Drivers making it wide. Here they come. Who's going to lead it at the line? And it's going to be Wallace. Wallace! Yes, I was right. Kenny Wallace able to take it as he, for some reason, goes down to the apron, back onto the racetrack. Yellow flag is out. He just beat Jeff Burton by how many? 2 1/1000ths of a second, even closer. So here we go, and looks like I already got a car in the garage, and that's the 8 and Warren Truex Jr. He did hit hard. Alright, we'll take a look at the replay. Take a look at the 50. It's a heartbreak right there. He was running in the top 5. He did fall back. He did go 5 wide. Contact with Mears and the 14. You can see the 50 car going right around. You know, a little hit, and then Truex Jr. knocks him up to the other side. Spins him the other way, I meant. A lot of damage on the 8 car. We expected him to be running up front, but his car is struggling today. He was running 22nd, top 20, and now that thing is destroyed. Nice car. Nice paint scheme. It's all gone. No, not gone, I meant destroyed. Well, the front's destroyed. He jumped up high trying to avoid the wreck. If he stayed low with Harvick, he might have... Yeah, he probably would avoid it. Lots of smoke. Don't know why he would go into the smoke. But there you have it. Second yellow today for 2 cars involved in the wreck. Alright, we'll take you back to the restart. Luckily it wasn't any bigger. That should have been big, but good thing it wasn't. Lights are out, getting ready for the green. 34 cars out on the racetrack. Gonna restart with 2 laps to go. That should give the drivers enough time to punch right up. So they'll be easy on this restart as they already prepare to give each other some room, a lot of room. So the Kenny Wallace obviously being a sitting duck since he has no driver in front that he can get the draft off, so all he can get is a push. As the base car pulls in, here we go. Kenny Wallace in the 22 up front. 29 Jeff Burton, Elliott Sadler, the 77 of Lamar. Right, that is not a league driver. Kurt Busch in the 39 trying to get another restrictor plate win as we get set. Kenny Wallace again to the low. Goes out of line just a bit. Here we go. Jeff Burton with a better restart. Here he goes to the inside. He tried the outside, now to the inside. Sadler in the 90 will help him. Here goes Kurt Busch in the 39 making a move. Jeff Burton with a much better restart than Wallace. But is it too late? Is not too late. I mean, is it too early? He's gonna get a big lead here. They'll drag race for second, but once they get enough cars, they'll catch Burton in a heartbeat, unless he can block like JJ Ely did early in the race. I think he can, but we'll see. Here comes Kurt Busch. He probably got the best restart out of everyone. He's already up to second. Edwards in the 60 car, who was on the pole. Here he comes. Sadler goes high with Wallace. Kurt Busch in the 39. 2 big names. Here he goes. He's got a big run. Burton couldn't block. You could see he had to get back to the outside. He wanted to dive to the bottom as the white flag is out. One more time around to the top. Puts the block on Burton. Now Burton is now in the best spot. Kurt Busch in front once again. Got a big gap between him and the 29. Here they come. Single file. Kurt Busch, he's probably mirror driving right now. Look at the run. They're gonna get a huge run. Here they come. Here goes Edwards. Edwards is gonna go. And that might just screw up the line right there. Here they come. And Kurt Busch win another. Will Jeff Burton deny him? Alright, last chance. Burton in the 29. He can't get there. There's no way. It's too late. They're up there single file. He's not close enough. He's there, but he's not close enough. Last chance. Here they come. Checkered flag. Kurt Busch wins another here at Talladega. Or, well, I should say win another restrictor plate at Talladega. As these guys are racing for position as well. Here comes Keller in the 1 car. Unable to get 30th. Here comes Cope. Coming to the line, finishing 33rd. Still got the 50 car. What a heartbreak for him. He had a good car all day. And them going 5 wide just really messed him up. Going 170. He's going like 155 possibly, maybe on scheduled pit stop. But he'll come across the line in 34th. And Kurt Busch 5th to 1st within 2 laps. Not that impressive, but he did have the better restart. He got the best restart out of everyone. And we thought Jeff Burton did. Kenny Wallace, as I said, well actually it's pretty obvious that he was the sitting duck. And they would get the jump on him. He finishes 7th. So not a bad day, but when you're leading laps, staying up front and finish 7th, it feels like you finished 30th. So we'll show you the full race results. So Kurt Busch gets another restrictor plate win, probably a very unexpected win. Jet Byrne in the 29, unable to get it. Jamie McMurray, haven't seen him all day, and he ends up getting a third place finish. Michael Waltrip, a fellow Dodge, he's finishing 4th. Edwards, the pole sitter, 5th. Scott Wimmer is 6th. Wallace 7th. Compton 8th. LeVar 9th, and Reed Sorensen 10th. And Sadler was finishing 11th. He was there. He was there with the leaders, and he ended up finishing 11th. So it just shows you how much you can lose. And there it is, 34 cars finished the race. Take a look at the end. They're pretty aggressive. They're a single file for in the top 3. There's Kurt Busch. Not much to view here, but there it is, Kurt Busch. Let's see how close was Jet Byrne. Yeah, no way. Nope. He looks close enough to make a move, but he wasn't. So Kurt Busch unexpectedly pulls off the win, gets the win at Talladega. If we didn't see him, well, till the end. He was restarted 5th. He made a 3-wide wad off into turn 1, past Wallace, then past Burton. And there you have it. Wasn't close enough. There's Waltrip. There's the finish for others. Closer finish. So there you have it. So the race is complete. Kurt Busch is your race winner. We'll now take you to victory lane. And this time, we're going to go 90s racing. If I forget, then, I don't know, I might write it down. But here we go. Victory lane time.